Tomorrow morning, you could do one uncomfortable thing that changes how you feel for the next 6 hours. It's free. It takes about 2 minutes. And almost everything in your life is built to stop you from doing it. Turn the shower to cold and stay there. That's it. And the reason it works is buried about 300,000 years deep. For almost all of human history, your ancestors were cold constantly. Cold rivers, freezing mornings with no heating, and nights when the fire only did so much. Their bodies expected cold. It was just part of being alive, the same way hunger and effort were. And a body that meets cold on a regular basis does something specific in response. It gets tougher, sharper, and more alert. Then we did something no animal had ever done. We engineered cold out of existence. Heated homes and hot showers on demand. A thermostat that holds your whole world at a comfortable 21 degrees, every hour of every day. Your body now spends almost its entire life in what scientists call the thermoneutral zone, the temperature where it never has to work to stay warm. And a system that never gets challenged slowly forgets how to respond. So what actually happens when you step into cold water? A few things fire at once, and they're worth understanding, because once you see the mechanism, you stop dreading the cold and start using it. The first thing is a rush of norepinephrine and epinephrine. These are the alertness chemicals. The moment cold hits your skin, your brain floods with them, and your whole system snaps awake. Heart rate up, the mental fog gone in seconds. It's the same jolt caffeine reaches for, except this one arrives clean and instant with nothing to wear off. The second thing is the one that surprises people. Cold water raises dopamine, and it raises it a lot. In one study, cold immersion pushed dopamine up by around 250%. What matters is that the rise is slow and steady, and it stays high for a couple of hours afterward. Caffeine spikes you and drops you. Cold lifts a smooth baseline of drive and good mood that carries through your morning. People who do this consistently describe the hours after as feeling clear and motivated in a way that's hard to fake. The third piece is the deepest one, and it has a name. Hormesis. Hormesis is when a small, controlled dose of stress makes the whole system stronger. A stressor your body can recover from, applied on purpose. Exercise works this way. So does the cold. Every time you step in, panic a little, breathe through it, and come out fine. You're teaching your nervous system that discomfort is survivable. That lesson doesn't stay in the shower. It follows you into the hard conversation and the moment you want to quit and don't. You've already practiced staying calm when your body is screaming at you to bail. Your ancestors got that training for free every single day because the world was cold and they had no way out. You've removed every source of it from your life, which means the toughness that used to be automatic now has to be chosen. So how do you actually do this without hating your life? 4 things. First, temperature. You want it uncomfortably cold, but safe. Cold enough that you really want to get out, not so cold that it's dangerous. For most people, a normal cold tap does the job. You'll know you're there when your first instinct is to step back out. That instinct is the whole point. Staying in anyway is the rep. Second, time. You don't need long. The research suggests something like 11 minutes of cold across a whole week is enough to get the benefit spread over a few sessions. So, 2 or 3 cold showers a week, a couple of minutes each, and you're there. 1 to 3 minutes per session is plenty. Your body reacts to the cold itself, and a couple of minutes is all it takes to send the signal. Third, end on the cold. This one matters more than people expect. If your goal is the alertness and the resilience, finish your shower cold and step out cold. Let your body do the work of warming itself back up naturally. That rewarming is part of the effect. Ending on hot and cozy undoes some of what you just built. Get out cold. Don't towel off into a warm robe right away and let the body reheat on its own. Fourth, timing. Morning is the sweet spot because that norepinephrine and dopamine rush is exactly what you want at the start of the day, not at 9 p.m. when you're trying to wind down. And one specific caution. If you lift weights and your goal is building muscle, Don't jump into cold right after your workout. The cold blunts some of the growth signals your body sends after resistance training. Separate them by a few hours. For everything else, cold whenever works, but morning is where it shines. Here's what surprises everyone the first time. The hardest moment comes before you even touch the water. 3 seconds standing there with your hand on the tap, negotiating with yourself. Every excuse shows up right there. Once you're in, your body adapts faster than your mind expected, and by the time you get out, you feel like you got away with something. That gap between how bad you thought it would be and how fine you actually are is where the confidence comes from. You could chase the same alertness with a stronger coffee. You could chase the same mood with something that costs money and fades by noon. Cold water gives you both at once, for free, and hands you a little more resilience every time as a bonus. Your body was built by hundreds of thousands of years of cold mornings to expect this. We made a world so comfortable that the challenge disappeared, and a lot of what we lost went with it, quietly. The alertness, the steady drive through the morning, the everyday practice of doing a hard thing and being fine, the quiet confidence that came with it. You can't put the cold back into the whole world, but you can put 2 minutes of it back into tomorrow morning. Turn the handle and don't step out.